In this lesson, we'll learn how to write an introduction for an IELTS essay, where you're asked to discuss whether the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, or if the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. We will walk through how to structure the introduction in a way that works for both cases using the same example. The essay prompt we will be using today is: some people believe that using public transportation has many benefits, while others think it can be inconvenient. In your opinion, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Let's start by analyzing the statement. The prompt is asking for your opinion on whether the advantages of public transportation are stronger than the disadvantages. This gives you two options. You can argue that the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, or you can argue that the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. In either case, you need to mention both sides briefly and then give your opinion on which side is stronger. Now let's move on to the structure of the introduction. Whether you think the advantages are stronger or the disadvantages outweigh the benefits, the structure remains the same. You have to write the background statement and the thesis statement. You'll start by paraphrasing the prompt and then clearly state your opinion on which side is stronger. The background statement is where you paraphrase the prompt to demonstrate understanding. No matter which stance you take, the background remains neutral. For example, the prompt can be paraphrased as: public transportation is often considered to offer significant benefits, such as being cost-effective and environmentally friendly, but some argue that it can also be inconvenient and unreliable. In this statement, we've summarized both sides of the argument neutrally. The thesis statement is where your opinion comes in. This is where you decide whether the advantages outweigh the disadvantages or disadvantages outweigh the advantages. Here's how to write the thesis, depending on your stance. If you believe the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. In my opinion, while public transportation may have some inconveniences, the benefits, such as affordability and reducing pollution, far outweigh the drawbacks. This version shows that although there are some disadvantages, such as inconveniences, you think the advantages, such as affordability and environmental benefits, are stronger. If you believe the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. In my opinion, although public transportation offers some benefits, such as being environmentally friendly, the disadvantages, like frequent delays and overcrowding, far outweigh any advantages. In this version, you acknowledge the benefits, but emphasize that the negative aspects, such as delays and overcrowding, are more significant. Step 5. Combine the introduction. Let's put it all together. Depending on whether you think the advantages or disadvantages are stronger, your introduction will look something like this. If advantages outweigh disadvantages, public transportation is often considered to offer significant benefits, such as being cost-effective and environmentally friendly. But some argue that it can also be inconvenient and unreliable. In my opinion, while public transportation may have some inconveniences, the benefits, such as affordability and reducing pollution, far outweigh the drawbacks. And if disadvantages outweigh advantages, public transportation is often considered to offer significant benefits, such as being cost-effective and environmentally friendly. But some argue that it can also be inconvenient and unreliable. In my opinion, although public transportation offers some benefits, such as being environmentally friendly, the disadvantages, like frequent delays and overcrowding, far outweigh any advantages. Here are some bonus tips. State your opinion clearly. Whether you believe the advantages or disadvantages are stronger, make sure your thesis statement clearly reflects that. Balanced approach. Even if you take a side, mention both the advantages and disadvantages in your thesis. This makes your introduction balanced and helps the reader know what to expect. Use synonyms to show your vocabulary range. When paraphrasing the essay prompt, try to use synonyms for key terms to demonstrate a wide vocabulary. For example, instead of advantages, you can use terms like benefits, upsides, or positive aspects. Instead of disadvantages, you can use drawbacks, downsides, or challenges. Thank you. Subscribe Atomic IELTS for more.